Hello, dear learners. Welcome to our DENNY English Language Online Classroom. I am Mr. Christian, your teacher of English language for Form 1. Today we shall be moving to another part of our work. This time around, it's not grammar or writing, but rather reading. We shall be looking at pollution as a war we must win. In this lesson today, you all know how much we suffer, how much our parents suffer, how much the world suffers in the hands of pollution. And so this lesson shall therefore focus on contributing to how we can fight pollution. We shall listen to an old man's comparison of when they used to live in line to the children of today. Comparing these two words and the times through our reading comprehension passage, there is a lot we are going to learn and share together. By the end of this lesson, therefore, you shall be able to say some of the ways we can prevent pollution from affecting us and our environment. We shall come up with ideas and strategies on how to join hands together and combat pollution which is taking over our community and society today. Nature is almost losing grounds because of all this. Thank you. And as we move to this lesson together, there are some questions which I want us to start by asking ourselves. What do you think, in your point of view, what is pollution? Yeah? The misplaced pouring of waste in our environment. Yes, that's a good one. Destroying nature in one way or the other. Okay, let's move in. As we move in, I think we're going to have a better picture of this and how together through this reading comprehension passage, we learners are going to see what pollution is causing and how we must fight against pollution. Hello, dear learners. Before we begin, let's look at the picture. This is a picture of sweet Mother Nature. As wonderful as it is in the beginning of creation, all the animals were there and even nature itself was green. And then came the war against nature in its worst forms. Ask yourself, what again is pollution? Are there different forms of pollutions? What are the dangers of pollution to man, to these animals that you see, and to the environment? When we look at this, you see, this is pollution in its worst form. There are litters everywhere, dirt. Man doesn't care anymore. Man only throws it to destroy humanity. Look at our roads and our sweet nature. Man has no respect for nature. No wonder there is no garbage control. Oh la la, this is land that used to be so natural, and today it is a dumping ground. Look at fire killing the ecosystem. Can we really talk about biodiversity again when we see all this? This is total land pollution. Oh, look at that, is fire creating a different atmosphere. No wonder we cannot sleep at night today with so much heat because of what pollution is causing in our society. And here are factories that don't care about our health but only focus on what they are going to gain. And out of this, what do? All they have to do is pollute the environment. Our society, my dear students, is really suffering from all this. That now takes us further to what we have in mind for the lesson of today. Moving in again into our lesson from the perspective. These are further examples. Let's look at the pictures after what we've seen And we will not need to give opinions about the activities because we can already see them. We'll move directly to read the text below and find out the difference between the word of grandfather and that of his grandchildren and why he is so worried. I will be your lead reader. As I read, you can follow with me to facilitate understanding. My children, I am very convinced that if the creator of the world were to take a walk around the earth of today, he would be very disappointed. I fear for man. I fear for man. I fear for man is building towers of Babel to go and meet the Creator. The earth is full of life and rich with natural resources. Sadly, man is replacing all of these with skyscrapers. We have not looked after our planet. Power stations, factories, and vehicles send gases into the atmosphere, polluting the air. In building new towns or roads, man cuts down forests or drains swamps where animals live. Land, water, and air are poisoned, and many animals, including man, find it hard to survive these changes. Some are even in danger of being extinct. Even some plant species are in danger of dying out, of becoming extinct. Man is the main cause of plant extinction. Habitat destruction, chemical poisoning, and climate change are caused by man. And all of these activities are threatening the survival of man and plants. A walk down the streets brings tears to one's eyes. Our streets are an eyesore with dirt everywhere. Rivers have stopped flowing because of the huge quantities of dirt and plastics dumped in them. Just every car on the road pollutes through the unbearable gases emitted. The noise in some area is deafening. All of these things explain why our hospitals are overcrowded. It's terrible. Let's change our mentality. Let's embrace nature. My world was not like that. If my first wife, who passed away at 20, were to come back, she would instantly die a second death. At 92, I strongly feel your word is the opposite of our word and not a synonym. Dear learners, I now expect you to read the passage again one more time, and after reading this passage, you will now answer the questions. What is the difference between the two groups of people mentioned in the text? Remember, this is an old man speaking to the son, the grandson. Why did grandfather sound very bitter and disappointed? Why do you think grandfather is angry? Name some of the things he enjoyed in his youthful days that his grandchildren no longer have. Briefly say how land, water, and air are polluted in the neighborhood. How can you contribute in preventing this? You're expected to do this, and when you must have done this, you quickly run on this vocabulary by providing the synonyms of the following words that have been used in the text. If our creator, what is a synonym for creator? What's a synonym for world? For planet? For survive? For extinct? For habitat? For huge? For dumped? You just need to use your dictionary and you will do this without any problems. You now complete the following passage with words from the box below to make it read smoothly. Blanket, clean, safe, covered, dying out, habitat, earthquakes, continents, pollution, crust. Now you know over 2/3 of the earth is dashed with water. The larger areas of land are called dash. The environment of living things is called a dash. Movement and pressure under the Earth's dash make volcanoes erupt and dash happen. Earth is protected by a dash of gases which is called the atmosphere. Dash is warming our climate. Many living things are in danger of dash. We must all keep the earth dash and dash. My dear learners, think very well and you discover that this is something you can attempt. Do it carefully. Answer on pieces of papers. Your parents snap it and send it back to us. Thank you always. Stay focused, for we have come to the end of this lesson. Bye.